A new Need for Speed game, Overwatch 2 having massive difficulties on its first day, and CD Projekt Red drops a bombshell of an announcement for multiple titles incoming. Hey, it's LittleBobby here with 59 Gaming Direct, and today we're going to be talking about all the news that happened today, October 4th, 2022. So let's just get right into it. But before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and leave a like and a comment letting us know what you think about all the crazy news today. If you don't like this video, make sure you leave a dislike and comment down below as to how we could do better in the future. All right, first up is this Need for Speed announcement. It looks like the official Need for Speed YouTube channel has put up a premiere that starts on October 6th, 8 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to host a premiere for the newest title in the franchise. This is going to be exciting for all those Need for Speed fans. If I'm playing a racing game, it's definitely an arcade racer, and Need for Speed, of all the racing games I've played, is one of the more fun franchises in my opinion. So this is going to be a really big announcement for those who do love the franchise and want to see more from Need for Speed. As of right now, there's not really any other official information other than this premiere going up on YouTube, but we're definitely going to make a breakdown of this reveal premiere when it comes out, so keep your eyes out for that video. Moving on to a bigger story, CD Projekt Red put out a thread of tweets today on Twitter detailing some information about a number of upcoming projects that they're working on, as well as distribution of staff that is currently working on those projects, as well as the part of the production that the projects are in. So this is kind of exciting news. In this thread, CD Projekt Red goes into detail. The first picture is showing us a long-term product outlook, and it starts The Witcher, first with a title called Sirius by the Molasses Flood development studio, and then a new Witcher trilogy being developed by CD Projekt Red themselves. Then there's also the Canis Majoris by a third party. Then they move on to Cyberpunk 2077 as a franchise. They're going to have Phantom Liberty, the Cyberpunk 77 expansion by CD Projekt Red. Then they're going to move on to possibly a sequel here named Orion, and that is also going to be by CD Projekt Red. And finally, they have listed a new IP, Hadar, by CD Projekt Red. They go on to list more details, so let's go through that. Following the thread down, we see Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, a major story-driven expansion to Cyberpunk 2077, current project stage, final production phase, developed by CD Projekt Red team, 350 plus currently involved. Next, we see Project Sirius, an innovative take on the Witcher universe telling an unforgettable story for existing Witcher fans and new audiences. Current production stage, pre-production, so this one's going to be out in a while. Developed by the Molasses Flood, supported by CD Projekt Red, currently 60 plus involved. So this may be a smaller scale game that's meant to be more approachable to a casual audience. We know that CD Projekt Red has had a lot of interest in their content come up after Edge Runners and The Witcher. So maybe this is a smaller game aimed for a casual audience who enjoyed those shows and just wants to check out more of what the Witcher universe is like in the original kind of medium that the story was presented in. Then we see Project Polaris, a story-driven open-world RPG built on the legacy of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And I think people are really excited for this. I remember seeing like the little teaser they did, I don't know, it was like 6 months to a year ago. They list the current project stage is in pre-production, so this is another one that's going to be probably several years out. Developed by CD Projekt Red team, 150 plus currently involved. Beginning of a new Witcher trilogy. So if you are a Witcher fan and you love The Witcher 3, then you are going to be in for quite a ride probably over the next 10 to 12 years. All three games aim to be delivered within a 6-year period following the Polaris release. So if this takes them 4 years from now to get it out, they're going to try and get the other two out within 6 years from that. So hopefully we can see this franchise wrap up by the end of 10 years. If it does happen to take them 6 years to 2028, depending on what they've got going on, then, you know, it might push it out a couple more years, but we'll have to wait and see where Project Polaris is going to go from here. Next up is Project Canis Majoris, story-driven single-player open-world RPG set within the Witcher universe. Contracted to be developed by a third-party studio led by ex-Witcher veterans. So this one is very likely to feel like The Witcher 3, but it's very likely to develop with a story outside of the actual Geralt storyline that we've been following up to this point through Witcher 3. Then after that, we're going to see Project Orion, Cyberpunk 2077 sequel that will prove the full power and potential of the Cyberpunk universe, to be developed by the CD Projekt Red team. I think that with Cyberpunk 2077, they realized that they had a lot of mistakes. There were a lot of issues that should have been fixed before release. They had bad press, and they've done their absolute best to make up for that with the patches, especially the last few big patches, and with the knowledge that CD Projekt Red is moving to Unreal 5 for the next Witcher franchise, it's very likely that they're going to be moving for the Cyberpunk franchise as well, which means that they're going to have a much more agile game development platform. Unreal is notorious for being easy to work with and easy to make adjustments in, and that's one of the things that draws a lot of developers to it, and why people keep playing Epic to use their engine, because it's such a fantastic development platform that we see so many people switching over to it. And I think with Cyberpunk 2077, the knowledge that they have now, and overall the rededication from top to bottom, it looks like, from CD Projekt Red, they're going to be able to get a fantastic Cyberpunk game out the first go this next time. I'm excited for Project Orion because I've been checking out Cyberpunk since the last patch, and I've been having a great time. And hopefully CD Projekt Red can get it right the first time on this next go around. And lastly, we see CD Projekt Red announcing a third IP, Projekt Hadar, a new standalone IP distinct from The Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077, developed 100% internally, IP incubation since late 2021, currently in conceptual phase by a small strike team. So this one is going to be a number of years out. We know that CD Projekt Red will take their time with games, as was The Witcher 3, as was Cyberpunk 2077, and if this one is in the conceptual phase, we will likely not see this one for a minimum of 5 years. So just be ready for that. If you're excited about hearing a brand new IP from CD Projekt Red, keep those expectations in check, because you're likely going to have to wait till 2027 at the very earliest for Projekt Hadar to release. But it is exciting to see that they are developing a brand new IP and that they're workshopping it right now to see if they can get something new cooking for the fans of CD Projekt Red. But what do you think about these new developments from CD Projekt Red? Are you excited for a new Witcher trilogy? Are you looking forward to Phantom Liberty and Cyberpunk 2077? Let us know in the comments below. And for our last piece of news for the day, Overwatch 2 has dropped today, and so many people were excited. I actually had a ton of fun in the Overwatch 2 beta back about 5-6 months ago when that was around. I got the key from Twitch and everything, and it looks like they are unfortunately having some server issues today, because President of Blizzard, Mike Ibarra, posted today that unfortunately we are experiencing a mass DDoS attack on our servers. Teams are working hard to mitigate / manage. This is causing a lot of drop / connection issues. Personally, I had to sit in the queue for quite a bit earlier to try and get in, and then once I got in, I got booted out right back into the queue. People are also having issues finding a match at all. If they do get in and they can stay in, they're not being able to find a match-made connection, and some people are even saying that their transfers of their cosmetics and things aren't showing up. It's hard to say whether that would be the fault of a DDoS or there was something with the transfer stage that didn't go right over the last day. We'll have to wait and see what Blizzard says about that officially, because like I said, I'm not quite sure if a DDoS could be responsible for that, but it doesn't seem like that would something that would fall under the purview of like a DDoS attack. I totally understand the matchmaking issues and things like that, but hopefully Blizzard can get this all worked out soon. I know there are tons and tons of people who are excited about Overwatch, especially when they're going free to play. So if you want to play Overwatch 2, keep that in mind. It is free to play now, and it doesn't seem like it's being communicated very well through the marketing. So if you are someone who is interested in Overwatch 2, keep in mind it is free to play. And you know, if you're a new player to the franchise, remember you're gonna have to play quite a bit to unlock those new characters. So make sure you check out that video. It's going to be linked in the top right, where we talked about that and our feelings on that. But if you're a returning player and you just want to get in and play, I hope we can get this worked out for you soon. The people at Blizzard, I'm sure, are working very hard because they knew it was going to be a big day. And if you are one of those people DDoSing the servers when a bunch of people are just trying to get on and have fun playing a game, grow up a little bit. That's not a cool type of behavior. You're ruining the fun of, you know, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who are just trying to log into a new game that they're excited to play. So what are you going to do? Anyways, I'm here with LittleBobby. Let us know what you think about any of this news. Are you excited for a new Need for Speed? Are you looking forward to new CD Projekt Red games? Are you going to hop into Overwatch once these server issues are worked out? Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope to see you soon.